Hello everybody, welcome to this week's weekly bump for Monday, October 3rd. I hope you all are doing amazing. So as always, we have three piles. Pile 1, we are using an amethyst. Pile 2, we're using a clear crystal quartz. And pile 3, a citrine. So go ahead and take a moment. Now, not everyone always feels intuitively drawn to a pile, and that's perfectly fine. If you don't, you can always just randomly pick a pile. Likely there will be a message in there for you somewhere. But if you do like to take a moment, now would be an excellent time to pause the video and feel your way through this. Now, additionally, don't forget, for those of you who are members of my website, janeinternational.com, to please log in and to go ahead and take a look at the extendeds for the week as well, or be on the lookout for the email that I'll send out with the link. Okay? All right, timestamps for everything will be found in the description box in the comment thread down below for easy access, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. All right, pile number 1, you guys selected the amethyst, so let's go ahead and see what comes through for you for the week. We have 3 of Wands, Knight of Cups, Page of Coins. Okay, so with the 3 of Wands, I feel that you are okay with being patient for one thing, while with another thing, there is actually action being put towards that thing. So you kind of have 2 simultaneous storylines going on, and each storyline is going to manifest in its own time. I'm kind of looking at that 3 of Wands as a more long-term, it's a more long-term manifestation, something that may take weeks or months or maybe even years for some of you, depending on what it is that you are working on. And then the Page of Coins is something a little bit more readily available, right? It's attainable for you right now, meaning you can take steps toward it and you can start seeing results almost immediately. I like that you have both, because it's like this is kind of running in the background. It's kind of like when you're busy doing something and you have a podcast in the background, right? Like it's happening, you're hearing it, but you're also busy doing something else, meaning there's a little bit of multitasking going on. And I think this is something that you're happy with to a degree with the Knight of Cups. I don't know. I think there's, like, as much as you would like the instant gratification for this long-term manifestation, there really is a real acceptance that it may take some time. And it doesn't make you feel desperate. It doesn't make you feel angry. It doesn't make you feel anything negative at all. It's just like, okay, well, it's going to take some time and that's it. So no need to worry, no need to stress. So we have the Devil. Six of Swords, and the Magician. So I love the Magician with the 3 of Wands, because it does indicate like a more purposeful or more willful manifestation, meaning this is something that you are doing on purpose and that you are intentionally creating in your life. That's why it's probably a little bit slower. Now, some of you are much better creators. You know, I think that some people come into this world, I don't know, maybe you've had many lifetimes of this. Maybe you've had good teachers in your life, or maybe you just started to, learn from other people's mistakes from a very early age, and that's great. But if that wasn't you, I think maybe now is the time when you're starting to really get the hang of this intentional creation thing. And you're starting to say, okay, because it is intentional and it is purposeful, I actually do have a lot more patience. And the likelihood, actually like the Devil in this case, as the Devil can indicate, Saturnian themes such as harvest and achievement and attaining things. So it's like, well, I'm okay with the pace so long as I know that I will attain it. And here's the confirmation that yes, pile 1, you will attain it. You will have it. Maybe this reading was here specifically because you needed that validation. because maybe something has happened where you've had a little bit of doubt. I'm not sure exactly where you're at in that spectrum, but here it is, confirmation, like it's going to be yours. You know, whenever that Three of Wands comes in, it says the ships are coming in. Things are coming toward you. Your manifestation, law of attraction, goal setting, goal attainment, however you want to refer to it as, all of that is working flawlessly. And there may be a few bumps in the road, but I don't necessarily know that those are going to be huge. This is more going to be a test of how willing you are to persevere, how willing you are to hold out that faith. Once you lose faith, you lose the vibration. So faith is really, really, really important, not only right now, but it's really important in the months to come, to continue to have faith, that something truly is shifting for you. Please do not lose focus. All right. This seems to be like a really straightforward message for you. I don't think it needs a ton of elaboration. Otherwise, it may just confuse things. Let me pull out some oracle cards. 1 second. I'm going to use my spirit animal deck for you. We have the bee spirit, sweet results await. Well, even more so, I don't know what other confirmation I can give you. There are incredible rewards on this track that you're on. So if you have been questioning your choices in any capacity, it's okay for you to stop questioning, all right? Now, I'm not going to say that there's not work involved, okay? I just have to point this out because we have the bee spirit. We know how hardworking the bee is, all right? The honeybees especially. There is a lot of work involved. There's a lot of community, and there's a lot of other people likely involved in this manifestation. So we know it's, beautiful new moon promise. A promise of sweet results, a promise of attainment, a promise of actualization of that manifestation. I'm pretty sure the ones who picked pile 1 really, really needed to hear that. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you all so much. And I guess I'll see you in the next couple of days with the star. I don't know what's going on. Mercury's going direct now, so that's what's going on. Mercury just started, so now my brain is all twisted weird. Just trying to get back on track as a Mercury ruled sign, especially it's especially potent. So anyway, okay. Oh, and it's actually happening against my sun. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I digress. So I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you all so much. You know I love and adore you. Have a fantastic week, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. You guys selected the clear crystal quartz. So let's go ahead and take a look. What is coming in for you now? Okay. All right. I'm feeling I know that Pluto's turning direct this week. All right. And I know that we have Mercury now going direct. We've got a full moon on the 9th. All right. But maybe this is Pluto stuff. I don't know. This is the card ruled by Pluto, but I'm seeing a really strong, just a really strong message that everything is exactly as it should be in order to get you to where you need to be. I don't know that this has anything to do with your ego right now. Okay. There's a big difference between your ego desire and your soul desire, right? Sometimes our ego can be ready for things, but our soul isn't. And those are usually the times when things don't work out. And then sometimes our soul is ready and it pushes us into these unknown things when our ego is not ready. And it's like, oh my gosh, I'm in this whole new thing. And it can be very scary, but also the best thing that ever happened to you. This is a time when your soul is ready. Okay. So I don't know what's going on in terms of expansion in your life, in terms of what it is you're growing into or what it is you are requesting from the universe. But whatever it is, this is an indication that you're perfectly aligned. And when you ask for things, or when you go after things, or try to make things happen from a place that is perfectly aligned, it usually works out pretty well. And the 10 of Cups is saying, yeah, it's going to work out really, really, really well. And there's no need to question. There's no need to bend. There's no need to have doubt. Like when Pluto goes direct and is now officially making his way like through the last little bit of Capricorn, and then making his way for the first time in 250 years on into Aquarius, like I feel like there's this super grounded, strong, powerful readiness of what is to come. And that the past 15 years has been so much about just figuring out who you really are, so that when this transit happens, you don't lose sight of yourself. So I'm seeing really, really exciting things coming for you. That Hierophant, you know, to me, this is like the silver cord, if you will. It's like the aspect of you that is consistently tethered to your cosmic body, or your higher self, or God, or spirit, the universe, however you want to refer to it as. But it's like that cord that is always, always, always tethered, and therefore always consistent and always aligned with truth. And I feel like this is the place that you're truly operating from, or from which you're truly operating, rather. So there aren't a lot of questions. There aren't a lot of reasons to be concerned about failure. I only see success. And I only see determination, and I only see like acceptance of winning. Like that's the only thing you're going to accept, is the actual winning, or the actual having, or the actual enjoying of the things. That's the only option. A lot of people are waking up and coming up out of any level or any degree of victimhood. All right. We all have reasons in our life and in our stories why we could sit there and feel sorry for ourselves, or why we could sit there and justify and rationalize why we're not doing something. But with that Chariot, it's saying we don't have time for this. There are a million reasons for you to hold yourself back, but that one reason why not is the reason why you won't. The powerful reasons win right now. Okay, the more aligned, the more dedicated to the light, dedicated to the joy, dedicated to the passion, those are the reasons that are winning. And those are the reasons that are attaining and that are reaching new heights. And that Queen of Wands is really action-oriented. We actually have a Scorpio card and an Aries card, both of which are ruled by Mars. Now, we know that Mars is starting to slow way, way, way down. He is still technically going direct, though, in his pre-shadow phase. On October 30th, he'll officially be going retrograde. But all month, he's just really, really taking his time. But he is still pushing things forward. And I see that with both of these and the Hierophant, that there may be what you may perceive to be slower progress, but it's actually powerful progress, which is preferable anyway. I think we too often value speed. We too often value efficiency, and we don't value enough the effectiveness of the small things. And right now, you're going to be doing effective small things that will start to make sense probably next year, when Mars starts going direct again. We'll have a lot more planets moving direct at that point. And so you have to have faith in this process right now. which I see that you do and you will, because you're just so aligned. So this is similar to the first reading, where I don't want to overindulge in this message and make it more convoluted than it needs to be. If this is the validation that you need, then so be it. 10 of Cups is almost like a promise that if you keep going in the way that you're going to get the thing that you want to get, so long as that thing that you're doing feels right. And when I say right, I mean right from a soul level and not from an ego level. Some people may still be holding on from an ego level, and that's not necessarily the best method. Okay, we have the Wombat Spirit, which says be at home, which that could be your actual physical home, your place of comfort, your place of privacy, or it could even just be within your body, to be at home within yourself, to be at home within spirit, within nature, within God, within anything bigger than yourself, or that you may perceive to be bigger than yourself, but in fact is actually you. I feel that there are a lot of encouragements that can be received from the beauty of being at home. Okay, if you indulge in being at home, you will receive guidance and advice. Let's pull out an Earth Magic card. I feel like this one is purification, rain. Purification from that 10 of Swords. You are being asked to push right now. There is like a new realm in which you need to be operating in. There's a new set of challenges that you need to be addressing right now, and cleansing yourself from the past so that you don't have to revert back to that particular safety zone. Okay, because I feel that safety zone has now officially become outdated, and there is a need to move forward. You don't have to carry that karma anymore. You don't have to rectify things. You don't have to revisit or find closure on things. You can just simply move forward. And that's what you are being called to do. All eyes toward the future, all eyes toward the new and even the shiny new things in your life. We do not have to ever go back to the way it was, okay? All right, pile 2, I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you so much. I love and adore you. Have a great week. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 3. You guys selected the Citrine. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. What comes out for you? Oh, that one clearly wants to come out. We've got Judgment, King of Wands. I'm almost feeling like you are willing, you're calling into your life greater levels of enlightenment and sight, greater levels of perspective, almost as though you are asking to see things more clearly, like very specifically. It looks like that King of Wands is kind of in the driver's seat here and saying, I want to come up out of the dark. But see, what happens when you come up out of the dark is things start to crumble, which is why that Tower card came out, to support the awakening. Awakening can be, and often is, a highly destructive process. Anyone who's gone through that, probably most of you here, I know you have gone through that. I know you've gone through dark nights of the soul. I know you've gone through the healing. I know you've gone through all the conspiracy stuff. I know you've you've gone through it. And with every layer, there's new levels of destruction. But I think right now, this is probably something that you actually want. You're wanting to destroy something that you've built, or that you've held on to, or that feels safe, because you know that that's the only way to get yourself to the next place. There's so much focus between now and next March on the next place. And actually, all of 2023 and a little bit of 2024 is going to be about that exact same thing. Because as Pluto is starting to make its way into Aquarius and actually enters Aquarius in 2023, there is going to be that like whole new feeling starting to come online over the next couple of years. And I feel like this is you preparing for a global shift. And you're saying, I want to be able to see things more clearly, or I want to be able to operate more clearly, or I need, maybe there's a need to find a way to make more money so that if something happens with the economy, then I can be prepared and still be safe and have my basic needs met, whatever the case may be. But there's a lot of potential that comes from the Tower. I always say the Tower is a wheel of fortune in disguise. All right. The Tower is a wheel of fortune in disguise. And with the new moon eclipse building up at 2 degrees of Scorpio, which is happening on October 25th, with that sort of building, oh my gosh, see exactly what I'm saying? The wheel of fortune in disguise. This is exactly what I mean. With that new moon, there's a destructive element to it because it is in Scorpio and it is in the Plutonic decan or decan of Scorpio. So we have to just expect things to start falling away. I feel like it's like going to be like a blessing, but because that blessing comes in, you no longer need to hold on to that older thing anymore. So then we have the 6 of Cups, and last but not least, the 10 of Coins. Yeah, exactly. For some reason, I feel that there's a destiny involved with this, and I use destiny in 2 different ways, okay? I use destiny in kind of a magical way that says, this is something that was predestined for you. It was supposed to happen. This is a part of your karma in a good way, right? This is a part of your infinite path. And then I also say that this is destined because this is your vibration, right? This is where you're resonating. This is your frequency. And so from a law of attraction type of standpoint, this is something that you are drawing in. Now, a lot of people go through Tower moments and they're like, oh, law of attraction is all nonsense, bleh. But it's like, well, the reason why is because that thing is not at the frequency anymore, right? Like no doy, obviously, we have different resonance and sometimes, like let's say when an opera singer sings and she sings at the perfect frequency, guess what? That wine glass breaks, right? If we play our music at a certain, decibel and we have, the bass going at a certain level, guess what? The walls of our house shake, right? Guess what? That's what happens. If it just hits that right tone, that right pitch, things start coming apart. And even we see that with earthquakes, right? Like if something happens and the earth is now suddenly vibrating a certain frequency, it's like the earth just liquefies. It's just, and things can literally fall through the earth. Okay, so let's take our energy seriously, okay, our frequency seriously, and start to understand how the Tower is actually our manifestation becoming manifest. Because I'm looking at this 10 of Coins and it's like pile 3, and this is a citrine. You guys selected a really powerful stone. Well, it's actually not really a real citrine, but you get the idea. But it is... this is actually real citrine right here, but it is kind of it's a rich, self-empowered. It does indicate wealth and money and all sorts of abundance and prosperity. It signifies, leadership. And I see that especially with the King of Wands. So you guys are looking to be someone relevant, whether that's relevant as in relation to other people or being relevant in terms of your energy, maybe a powerful magician. You are relevant in some way, shape, or form in a way that you can direct yourself and direct your life in such a purposeful and an intentional kind of way. A lot of times people think when they do something intentionally, they go through this tower process and they don't realize that it's connected in a positive way. So please, please, please embrace these tower moments that you're going to have in the upcoming weeks, because it is the Wheel of Fortune in disguise. It is guiding you toward a destiny. It's making some type of connection for you. And there's a big pile of gold at the other end of it. So I don't know what gold means for you. We all have our own definition of that. But there is going to be a big pile of gold at the end of this journey for you without a doubt. Okay, so when you specifically ask for that new perspective and that new way of seeing things, that will be granted. Okay, there's not a doubt in my mind. All right, let's pull out a couple of oracle cards here for you. Truth transcends illusion. This is happening because you are specifically asking to get out of the illusion. One example, simple example of this will be, I don't want to have to work to earn my money anymore, because working to earn money in order to survive in this system that was created by men or humankind, okay, is the illusion. Because when you are aligned with truth, you understand the divinity of your being, you understand your purpose a lot more clearly, and rarely does that involve, slaving away for wages specifically to like pay your bills. You see what I mean? Now, I'm just using that as an example because that's one that we can all understand. A lot of people don't mind that. A lot of people already have their financial freedom. Some people do, some people don't. But you see what I'm saying? Like the illusion that humankind has created, you are asking to be elevated out of that, asking for the wisdom to transcend it. Okay, and that's what that angel in the judgment card is here to do. It's here to ring the trumpets for you, and it's here to show you a path to escape the illusion. And that illusion will be coming out of that illusion will be a lucrative process for you. Radiance, exactly. You're asking for the best possible way for you to shine. And the only way for you to really shine is when you're truly able to live in a way that you can fully and authentically be yourself. So you're asking for more truth in your life. You're asking for more purity and more alignment. And you will get it. There's not a doubt in my mind. You will get it. Okay? All right, pile number 3, I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you so much. I love and adore each and every one of you. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.